Previously on Blue Healers.
I've wasted enough time already, don't you think? Will you marry me? Well?
Some mate you turned out to be.
What happened between Susie and me happened. But I would never have gone if I know how you felt about her. Oh!
The number of times I've gone into bat for him. The number of jealous boyfriends I've had to deal with. But this was his best mate. And his best mate's woman.
Oh, I'm your woman now.
No, Suze, please, let's not blow it.
It's too late.
Boss?
Peroni?
Just gonna take it for a spin. You wanna come along?
Thank you, no.
Come on, boss. Everyone should take a ride in a beautiful car at least once before they die.
I still like to get home in one piece.
Hey, what about you guys? You want me to show you what you've been missing out on?
No. Sorry, there's UFO sighting out at the Baines property.
Yeah, their blinding lights and horrible noises sending me mad.
I think I know how they feel.
So you're gonna ring Susie tonight?
She's not exactly talking to me outside work, mate.
But you're gonna do something about that. Aren't you?
Shut up and drive.
Aliens. Maybe their parents think so.
So do you reckon they came in peace?
Cops! Cops! Get out! Come on!
That's your question.
Police, stay where you are!
Oi! Stop the engine! Stop your engine! Jonesy!
This is Nat Thomas 202. We have a teenage male injured and unconscious.
Bloody idiot.
You managed to get a look at any of the drivers?
No, they got away.
A boy was injured, boss. They had to stop and look after him.
Who is he?
You didn't have any ID on him?
No, he was still unconscious when Alex and Evan left him at the hospital last night.
Then perhaps it's time they went back out there and tried to glean a little more.
Look, Sarge, the doctor said that she'd call as soon as he woke up.
Yeah, I know.
Ute surfing.
Yeah. They turned up the paddock pretty bad, too.
People surf utes.
Yeah. Extreme sport for country kids.
It's not easy either, you know. You're trying to stand upright in the back of the tray and the guy's banging around trying to hit piles.
Hey, right, no need for a reenactment.
Oh, gnarly, dude.
Sounds nuts to me. Mount Thomas Police, Constable O'Rourke speaking. Yep. Hang on. Yep, I'll just get him. Hey, lover boy. It's Jacinta again. No, I'm afraid he's busy at the moment. Yep. Okay. Just call him back.
Right.
That's 6 times in 3 days.
Not that you're counting.
Well, why don't you just talk to the poor girl? Let her down easy.
Please, all right?
Who is she? How come I've never laid eyes on her?
Getting a coffee. Who wants a coffee?
It's actually getting sad. Sorry? This pride thing you got going on. You are crazy if you don't try and sort things out with it.
I've tried.
Try harder.
a missing 18-year-old.
You don't understand. It's not like Wayne. If he can't get home, he always calls me. He knows I get worried.
Have you called all of your brother's friends?
Look, I've called half of the guys from his school and they all say that they haven't seen him. What, you don't think they're lying? I've got a photo here somewhere. That's us with Mum last Christmas.
The doctor reckons you're lucky to get away with a busted arm and concussion.
So he won't be climbing onto the back of another ute anytime soon.
You promised me you wouldn't do that again.
I didn't, all right? I cut back through the paddock on my way home from work last night and I must have just slipped and hit my head or something.
There were about 10 utes out there tearing up the paddock when we found you.
Not while I was there.
You could have been killed.
I'm fine. This? It doesn't even hurt.
Yeah, well, the doctor said you should rest.
I need to work tonight.
Do you want us to get on to your mum and let her know that we tracked him down?
Mum's on holiday.
Well, have you got a contact number?
We got a postcard from Launceston a couple of weeks ago, but she's going to be home for the birth.
Yeah.
Would you mind if Wayne and I had a quick chat?
Yeah. We'll go and get a drink.
So does your mum go away a lot, huh?
Depends on her love life. Her new bloke lives in Tassie, so she's been away a bit, I guess. Yeah.
Well, how long since you've seen her?
5 months. I don't know. It's no drama.
Listen, mate, you could have broken your neck last night. And I think your sister needs you in one piece.
I'm okay.
So where do you work?
Herbs. Yeah, the pizza place. I work Saturday nights and Friday after school.
Does your mum send you money?
We're fine.
Are you on youth allowance? Because I could put you in contact with someone.
We're not a charity case. I can look after my sister.
You shouldn't have to do this alone.
Really? We're fine as we are.
How can anyone be that stupid? These kids are putting their lives at risk.
Look, don't be too hard on him. He's doing it tough. His mum's gone AWOL and he's putting both of them through school by making pizza.
Right, well, who looks after them when he breaks his neck?
I'm just saying he's got a right to let off some steam.
Can't believe you're defending him. Actually, maybe I can.
Hey, this is not about us.
Mount Thomas 900 to Mount Thomas 208.
208 receiving.
Car's just been stolen outside the milk bar in Crimea Street.
Where on Luke?
No, seriously, I was in there for like a minute tops.
You left the car unlocked?
Yeah, but I had the keys.
Did you manage to get a look at the person who took your car?
No, I just came out here and my baby was gone. Cadillac.
Oh, you drive a Cadillac?
Drove, yeah. Red, 63.
Oh, sounds beautiful.
Oh, don't remind me. Yeah, it's probably karma. My mates gave me a real hard time for buying such a flashy car.
So was there anything valuable in the car?
Just all my most loved possessions. I've just moved into town. Today's my first day.
Oh, sorry about the lousy welcome.
Well, I had worse.
You should drop by the station with a list of the missing items for insurance.
Yeah, is later today okay?
Yeah, sure.
We've seen the last of his car, I reckon.
It could be dumped somewhere if it was joyriders.
Joyriders are not going to take a Cadillac. No, it's going to be in a container halfway to Singapore by now.
It would be nice to help this guy out. The car obviously means a lot to him. Maybe it was stolen for parts.
Unlikely.
It's quite possible, actually. Parts for those cars cost a fortune. Why don't you try that classic car dealership down on St David's Road? Might have heard something.
All right, well, I'll
Tell you what, I might give you a call on the weekend.
Yeah.
Are you open Saturdays?
Yeah. It's 2 o'clock. Hey. What are you doing here?
Oh, nothing. I'm just getting something checked out. You know what these babies are like? They need so much attention to run well. All right, I'll see you at the station.
Yeah, see you then.
Mr. Waddell?
Yeah.
No one's offered me a 63 caddy. I'd remember that.
What about any of your staff?
Hey, Kimmy, you take any calls today?
No?
Sorry. You ever drive one of these?
No, I haven't.
Nothing like it for impressing the ladies.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my truck, actually.
Just as well. I couldn't bring myself to sell it to anyone who doesn't love her as much as I do. Sorry about this.
Oh, that's okay. But if you hear anything...
Nothing like it for impressing the ladies, eh?
Your friend Jacinta just rang, just missed us.
Sorry, Sarge.
That's all right. She's very keen, isn't she?
Tell me about it.
I hope you don't expect us all to play secretary to your private life, Peroni.
No, boss, I'm really sorry.
Just put a stop to it, or next time she calls, I'll do it for you.
Lunch?
No. What exactly is the secret of the Peroni charm?
Persistence, cheap aftershave, and those sad little puppy dog eyes. I don't know, some women get worn down by that.
Oh, yeah, you getting the lunches?
Yep, what do you want?
Get us a roll. You lend me some money?
Oh, you still owe me from last week. Put the puppy back in the kennel.
Yeah, ham and cheese would be good.
Did you track down the ute surfers?
Even if we found them, what do we charge them with? Ute surfing isn't illegal.
We can get the drivers on conduct endangering life.
Yeah, go Susie.
Technically maybe, but geez, you'd have a hard time making it stick.
Yeah, that boy consented as soon as he climbed into the back of the truck.
Well, no one consents to being seriously injured. It's a matter of time before one of these kids winds up dead.
Raina's right. I think you should get back out to the Baines property and take another look around.
None of the neighbours saw anything.
Well, there's a couple of tyre prints here.
Couple? No, we wasted our time. So didn't you ever take a risk when you were a kid?
Not like this.
Didn't you?
No, did you?
Oh, me and a mate used to swipe the old man's car, take it for a midnight spin.
A little bit different. These kids are putting their lives on the line.
Well, no, I wasn't. What if the commander found out? Look, I'm not condoning what they're doing. I'm just saying that you have to try and understand where they're coming from. That's the ute. So what's the spotty for, Gary?
Hunting?
See, I could have sworn you shot him in my face last night.
Not me.
Yeah, mind you, I didn't get a good enough look. Maybe because you were trying to run me down.
Every second guy in town's got a ute just like this.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Grand ute surfing muster. Contact Gary. That wouldn't happen to be you by any chance, would it?
Ute surfing isn't illegal.
The culpable driving is. Wayne Dixon ended up in hospital. Sit down.
I wasn't even the one driving the ute.
But you didn't stick around to check if he was dead or alive either.
Well, no one forced him into it. He wants to win just like everyone else.
So who was the lucky winner?
Money's only for the winner of the final.
Which is today?
I wouldn't know.
It's on the flyer, idiot.
The only other thing it doesn't say is where it's going to be.
If I tell you, you'll spoil all the fun. I'm offering a social service here.
We could be here for a little while.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, how about leaving the scene of an accident? Failed to report. Failed to render assistance. And my favourite, conduct endangering life.
You prove it was my ute.
Well, if we can't stop today's final, we should at least be there, make sure no one else gets hurt.
Well, how? We've got no idea where it is.
I like the way you dealt with that guy.
Yeah, well, it didn't do much good in the end, did it?
You put the frighteners on him.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll think twice about putting on this kind of event again.
Yeah, if he gets sick enough at the interview room, he might actually tell us what's going on.
Look, I don't know how to break this to you, but you don't actually have enough to hold him.
Maybe there's another way. Wayne was pretty adamant that his arm would come good.
Yeah, for work tonight.
Or the ute surfing final today.
Well, him and his sister could really use that prize money.
Which means they'd have to know where it was taking place.
Yes, all good and well. But your Mr. Harms needs to be cut loose. So cut him loose.
So we're going to go out and have a chat with Wayne?
Can you give me 10 minutes? I've got to finish off this list for the insurance.
No, it's okay. I'll go by myself.
I'm not going to be long.
No, it's okay. Well, besides, I've got some other stuff for him and, you know, he might want to talk to me.
Man to man.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow, crammed all this into the back of your Cadillac.
Well, it's a pretty spacious vehicle.
Cowboy boots and a bullwhip are two of your most prized possessions.
Do you give this much of a hard time to all your victims of crime?
The Kings of Leon, I've got that album.
I don't anymore. Maybe I could borrow yours, burn a copy. But that would be illegal.
Maybe I didn't hear it.
Nothing else to do, Sonia?
Just off to the hospital now. You're supposed to be at hospital.
Yeah, well, I told you there's nothing wrong with me.
Picked up a few brochures for you from Centrelink. It turns out you can claim the single pension. Narelle can be classed as a dependent until she turns 16, so that's an extra $150 a week.
Yeah, Narelle, can you go down to the neighbours and get some milk? We're going to have a cuppa. What are you trying to do?
Mate, I just don't think you realise how lucky you were last
You're
night.
going to upset her again.
Wayne, you busted your arm. You should be aware of what could happen if you go ute surfing again.
Who said anything about ute surfing?
Look, I know that you guys are doing it tough.
I told you.
But a few
good.
bucks aren't worth the risk. You have to think about your sister.
She's all I ever think about.
What have you thought about how you're going to look after her from the spinal ward?
If I want to go, I'll go. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Sorry, Narelle, he's just realised he's got to get back.
I'll leave these, eh?
So what's the story with Jacinta?
It's no story, okay?
Right, so she's just calling you why?
Look, I'm going to deal with it. She's not going to call again.
So you're going to break her heart?
Look, I'm not going to talk about this, all right?
Come on, Joss.
No.
Listen, it's hard enough to believe that there are women out there interested in you, but she sounds upset.
Can you just drop it? God.
Are you okay? Seriously, Joss, has something happened? Jesus!
Bloody hell.
My car! My car! They've stolen my car! They came out of nowhere and drove up the back of me. Luckily, there wasn't too much damage.
Did you get a look at the driver?
A woman in a white laser.
Short, tall, light hair, dark hair?
I don't know. Medium height, I guess. A brunette. She didn't look like a carjacker, so I was swapping her details.
She gave you her details before stealing your car?
No, I was writing down my number for her when someone else drove off with my car.
Right, so there were two thieves.
I guess so.
One distracts the driver, the other steals the vehicle.
But please, look, we're wasting valuable time. You should be out there looking for my car.
Mr. Cox, if you manage to get a look at the second person
It
at
all happened too fast. You know, I heard my car being started up. I clung on, but I was flung off.
What about that woman?
By the time I got up, she was already driving the other direction.
Two classic cars stolen in one day. They've got to be connected.
Hey, maybe we should bring in the other victim. Yeah, he might just remember seeing a brunette in a laser hanging around his caddy.
There was a woman.
Brunette? Well, you didn't think to mention this before.
Well, I thought she was parking.
Was she with anybody? Did you see?
No, she just pulled in behind me when I stopped at this shop.
What about her car?
I think it was maybe a sedan, Ford, maybe.
That narrows it down.
I'm sorry, I'm not much help, am I?
No, this is good.
Well, I can come and have a look at a lineup or something if... Do you guys do those, or is that just something I saw on TV?
Yeah, we're probably not at the lineup stage just yet, but you can flick through a few photos of known offenders.
Look, I had some things I wanted to do, but I guess they can wait.
So why the move from the city?
Work, mostly. I'm in hospitality.
Like cafe, restaurant?
Something like that. It's early days yet.
We could do with a few more spots for a good night out, couldn't we?
Sorry, just got a call from the Roadhouse. Red Cadillac filling up with petrol, brunette woman driving.
Is all this really necessary?
You were driving a stolen car.
This is ridiculous!
Is this our caddy driver?
Yeah, the plates and rego sticker have been
Oh,
removed.
for God's sake, I can explain all that.
You found my car?
Yes, we did. It's in the car park and all your gear's gone.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Theft of a motor car, recklessly cause injury.
What are you talking about?
Well, that's what it's called when you steal someone's car and injure them in the process.
It's my car.
Why isn't it registered?
It's been under restoration. I have a permit.
Why she didn't show it to us?
I left it at home.
The car actually belongs to Jason Tyler.
Sorry. Can I have a word?
Yeah.
It's not Jason's car.
What?
Same make and model, just not his. What are the chances, eh?
Great. Mrs. Fuller, there seems to have been a bit of a mistake.
You're telling me?
See, the woman we're confusing you with has already stolen 2 cars today.
Including a red 63 Cadillac.
I see.
We believe that the cars have been most likely stolen and stripped for their parts.
Parts?
Yeah, so if you could be on the lookout for anyone offering to sell parts.
I might have just received an email about parts.
For a 63 Cadillac?
Maybe.
I never want to be put in that position again.
Yeah, look, how are we to
It's
know?
all
that
right,
the two-
fine, no worries. Won't happen again.
She wants a full written apology. I'll leave that with you two, shall I?
Hey, any luck with our car thief?
I didn't get a good look at her, I'm sorry.
It's all right, we got another lead.
Yeah, don't let us keep you.
So, Amy,
I'll see you out.
Yeah?
how are you going to track down this internet address?
I've emailed a request for a part, just have to wait for the reply.
That's clever.
Yeah, we're full of tricks in CI.
If I was giving advice, which I'm not.
Good. So what was that about?
Nothing.
It didn't look like nothing to me.
If you must know, he just asked me out.
Did you say yes?
I told him I'd think about it. Mount Thomas Police.
See?
Wayne, this is crazy.
What about me and the baby, Wayne?
Yeah, what about you and the baby, Narelle? Have you thought about what's going to happen if we don't have any dough? We'll be out on the street.
Well, did you call Centrelink?
Yeah, I called them. I spent an hour in a phone queue. When I finally get through, the woman on the other end doesn't know when the first payment will come through. Could be weeks.
The prize money isn't the answer.
Well, it's the only one I've got.
I don't care about the stupid prize money, Wayne. Why don't you just get that through your thick head? Please stop it.
What are you doing?
I'm going to arrest you.
What? What for?
For a fray. Let's go. That stunt you pulled the other night put the owner of the property in fear for his safety. That's a fray.
A fray? What's going on?
He was going to compete. We had to stop him.
Come on, you can't do this to me.
Wayne, just listen to them, please.
Narelle, just go home. This has nothing to do with you.
What do you mean it's got nothing to do with me? It has everything to do with me.
Narelle, just go home, all right? Please, just go home. I know my rights. This is crap.
How long are you going to keep him here?
It depends. What time's the youth serving finish?
You know, he's just trying to look after me. I don't know, when Mum's away, he just gets overprotective, I guess.
Well, he's your big brother. And he's supposed to protect you.
I know. But what he doesn't realise is that I can look after myself. I'm not as helpless as he thinks.
Narelle, you need to try and convince him not to youth serve.
Yeah. He's not going to listen to me. I mean, even you've seen what he's like. When he gets an idea like this into his head, he's just too proud or something.
Well, is there someone who could help you out? Someone... I don't know, who could loan you some money just until you get back on your feet? What about your mum? Look, I could ring her.
No, Mum's not coming home. Wayne thinks that I don't know that. But it's just that I don't set him straight. So can you not tell him I know?
Of course.
Thanks.
What about the father?
No.
But you could ask.
That was a mistake. You see, I haven't seen him for, months. Really?
Look, if your brother's standing in the way between you...
No. No. Brett doesn't want anything to do with the baby. Or with me. I guess good guys, they're hard to find, aren't they? But you know, if I found a guy, and if he was even half as decent as Wayne, I'd hold on to him. Because once you find someone to love, then it's just... it makes everything else okay.
Sorry to interrupt. Boss wants to see you.
Excuse me.
Wayne Dixon is in the perfect position to sue for unlawful arrest. We can't just drag the boy in here without reasonable grounds.
Clearly Jones thought he had reasonable grounds.
What a fray.
I'm sure I can get the owner of the property to make a complaint.
All right, so you're going to go before a judge and a jury and try and convince them that the property owner was in fear of his life?
How much time do you think you need?
Fine, beat on your own heads.
Thanks, boss.
You better know what you're doing.
Isn't that the mechanic from the classic car joint?
Yeah, Amy got a reply to her email. It's her address.
Recognise this?
What can I say? Blondes don't have more fun. I needed a change. Is that a crime now?
Tell me about these car parts you sell over the internet.
I'm almost positive it's not illegal to sell parts over the net.
It is when you steal the car that the parts are from.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Well, your car was found at both crime scenes.
At least 3 people in my street drive a Ford Laser. I wish I could help you more.
Maybe your accomplice will.
Why would I need an accomplice when I haven't committed a crime?
So you claim you're selling spare parts?
Again, not a crime as far as I know.
Uh-huh. Then you can show us where you store the parts you plan to sell?
I haven't got them yet.
Oh.
I was testing the market with the email.
Right. So where do you plan to get the parts from?
I have contacts.
You wouldn't mind giving us their names?
Anything to help out.
If she'd been any slimier, she would have slipped off the chair.
So do we think she's in on it with her boss?
Terry Waddell's involved in a car theft racket?
Mate of yours, is he?
No, not at all. He just happens to be the only bloke in Mount Thomas who services classic cars.
Well, his business isn't exactly booming.
Well, we could search.
Well, the last place he'd stash the cars would be the dealership.
And they're probably in pieces by now.
But he'd need someone to do that. Might be a good idea to look into Waddell, see if he's renting any properties where he might have hidden the cars.
Hey, I was thinking, there's been a pretty clear pattern to the theft so far. The thief steals a car for parts, and we know they target classic cars.
No way.
Come on.
Absolutely not.
Come on, this is for a good cause.
Hell, we still haven't found the Citroën or the Caddy. There is no way I am risking losing my Beamer.
But
no
all we
way.
have to do is park it and wait for someone to steal it.
Well, it's that last part that I've got a problem with. It's not happening, Kel. Forget it.
Relax. I mean, the worst case scenario is that Kel stuffs up.
Oi.
But even then, your insurance company will come in and pick up the tab.
All right. Maybe. Maybe I'll consider that.
I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, a car's a car, isn't it?
No. There are cars and there are cars. Some people appreciate the finer things in life and some people obviously don't.
Like you're so discerning. What are you doing?
I'm hungry.
Joss, we're supposed to be watching your precious car.
Not going to be long. Do you want anything, Chips?
No, mate, Joss. Great. Jesus, Joss, timing. Stop stuffing your face, Peroni. Joss, get out here now! Get out of the car.
Is there a problem?
You were just seen breaking into this car with the intention to steal. Get out of the car.
No, look, you got it wrong.
What, are you going to tell us it's yours? Huh?
Oh, you'll laugh when I explain.
Let's do our laughing at the station, shall we?
Sure. Whatever you say, tough guy. Let's do it your way. You're in charge of these monkeys?
Oh, bit of respect, please, Mr.
Lynch. Graham Lynch.
Yeah. Now, about this stolen car.
Look, I tried telling him it was a mistake.
We need you to identify the brunette woman you've been working with.
I'm not a thief.
Of course you're not. This is all just a misunderstanding.
I'm a repo man.
What?
I work for the collection agency that you've been dodging. They tend to get upset when you don't return their calls.
Jacinta.
You don't pay. They take the toy away.
Ah, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the man who puts more pose into repossession, Giuseppe Peroni.
Yeah, very funny.
Oh, come on, mate. There's plenty more cars out there.
Not like that one.
That's what you were doing at Waddell Motors this morning.
I was getting a valuation. He could only offer me $8,000 for that car. Paid $30,000 on finance.
Ouch.
I mean, he loved the car. He just couldn't afford it right now.
Well, he will when he takes apart that caddy and sells it for parts.
He wouldn't do that.
Why not?
Because he loves those old cars.
I'm afraid I'm just on my way out.
Shouldn't take too long, Terry.
Look, come on, please. Look, I'm really running late.
It's yours?
This is crap. I've got to get home.
I'm just waiting for the owner of the property to get back to me. Then we'll see where we are.
Do you like doing this for a living?
Just try and take it easy, Wayne.
You can't just go around doing whatever you want because you think it's for my own good. What is it with you? Is this supposed to be helping me?
Your sister asked me to help.
Yeah, well, helping her is my job.
Listen, mate, are you hungry? Can I get you a drink?
Just tell me how long I have to be here.
It's up to you. Is a bit of prize money worth more to you than your own safety?
You don't get it, do you? Mum left us with no cash and 2 months behind on the rent. Now, I've got to square up next week or we get kicked out of the caravan.
There are other ways of getting money.
For you, maybe not for me.
Wayne.
That bit of prize money, it's $1,000. If I don't win it, then Narelle's going to be living under a bridge when that baby comes.
I could loan you the money.
I don't want your money. You think I can't look after my family?
Wayne.
Please! Just let me go to the final.
Hey, can you put him back in the cell?
Where are you going?
You're going to tell me where this final is.
Pig's ass I am.
You leave my ass out of it, son. Now tell me where the final is.
No way.
What's the matter? You keep telling me it's legal.
Yeah, like I'm going to tell you so you can bust it up.
No. I want to compete.
Are we planning on charging Wayne Dixon with anything? He's still in the cell.
You have to take that up with Jones.
Right. Any idea where Jones is?
Well, isn't he back yet?
Back from where?
Seconds. Hang on, you mongrel!
You're going to have to do better than that, mate. You're next.
Look, he doesn't mean to be such a cowboy.
No, it comes naturally.
Look, I'm probably not the best influence in the world. If you want to blame someone, blame me.
Okay, I'll blame you.
What? I didn't tell him about us. I would have taken that secret to the grave. That was all your own work.
He asked me to marry him.
So? You think married people don't have secrets?
Well, I couldn't do it.
He loves you, Susie. And you love him. You're made for each other.
It's too complicated.
Just give him another chance.
What the hell is he doing?
Surfing?
Hey, you! Pull this up,
Hey, he sanctioned me!
Get along, pulling the plug on it!
It's 90 seconds!
Turn off your vehicle!
Yeah! It's just beat the record!
Go, Jonesy!
I told you I don't want your money.
Does prize money count?
I don't know what to say.
Oh, mate, you don't have to say anything. Just go and square up your rent. And, I don't want you worrying your sister ever again.
I won't.
I only did what I did because there didn't seem to be any other way. Those kids were about to get evicted, and I didn't want that to happen.
You know what? It's actually none of my business what you do anymore.
Suze.
Why do you always act like you've got something to prove? You're up on that ute like a kid. Mount Thomas Police, Constable Rayner. Oh, hi. What did you have in mind? Yeah, can you just hang on for a sec? It's Jason. Can you give me one good reason why I shouldn't go out with him?
You can make your own decisions.
Yes. I can. It sounds good. Well, we can leave from here.
Hey, can you give me a lift home? I'm a bit short in the wheels department.
I'm not sure that's going to be necessary.
What's that?
Now, don't get too excited. It's just on loan from a friend until you save up enough money to buy a new one.
I've got to drive that?
Only if you don't want to walk home. Mate, you are going to be sore tomorrow.
I'm sore today. See ya. See ya.
Perhaps you'd like me to take you for a spin, Peroni.
No, thank you, boss.